episode of Built to Endure. I'm here with Champ, and he's going to be doing most of the question asking today. We're going to have some conversation, so I don't know what's coming, but I figured this would be a good chance for him to put Dad on the spot, and that way we can do it together. So I'll let you take it over, Hot Rod.
All right, so the first one. What first got you into fitness, and what made you stick with it long term?
The thing that got me into fitness was I was fat. So like I grew up completely opposite of you. So it's one of those things to where I was never fit. So it was my linchpin moment is I went to Six Flags with Aunt Amanda, and there was a new roller coaster. It was the Ninja. It's not even there anymore. But we went and jumped on, got in line. It was like a 2-hour wait.
Yeah.
And so like it was really, really long. So there was like tons of people. So we got all the way up there to the front. And your old dad couldn't put the
harness on.
The shoulder pad things in. I was too fat for it. So I had to do the walk of shame. So I had to walk past all those people, and I was pretty distraught. So that was the moment where I said something's got to give. And then I tried everything at that point. Like I played, football and stuff in high school, but it wasn't like really, really training like I do now.
Yeah.
And so slowly but surely I kind of learned a lot of things on my own, but it wasn't until like I finally hired a coach that changed everything. So when I hired Matt Jansen as my coach, that's kind of when the learning really began.
Okay. All right. How has your mindset around training changed from when you were younger to now?
Now I still want to build a good physique. So when I was younger, when I was your age, I just wanted to be big and jacked. And I thought I was at one point, but I wasn't. So it's kind of funny to look back and think about. But now it's more about like joint preservation, muscle retention. I want to look good, feel good, be strong, and still be able to perform. Like I can still, handle my own. If you want to wrestle, what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you got a little taste of that every now and then.
Have to sometimes.
I mean, what do you think when I grab a hold of you? You're like, oh hell, this old man's gonna.
Eyes turn into as big as saucers. I'm like, let's see.
You always got to test your old man, though. So
got to. What's one mistake you see beginners make all the time in the gym?
They don't understand that most people when they start a fitness journey, whether it's losing weight, building muscle, or whatever, they think it's this end point. And so it's not necessarily you getting to like a certain weight or looking a certain way, because the goalpost is always going to move. But I think one of the biggest things is that they don't understand is that the old version of you has to die in order to become something new. And they just think that it's this very small, momentary thing. So it just never lasts. So the old version of me is dead and gone. Like I still like my little dead Christmas tree cakes.
It's like a ritual at this point.
I don't live that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can have some here and there.
You see that. Mm-hmm. And the thing I think is different is I don't think you've ever been around. You don't remember me being big, do you?
No, I remember you being like skinny fat, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But when you had going through like skin removal surgery and stuff like that, like I remember that.
You do remember that?
But like little memories of that.
Yeah. You were pretty young. So, but I mean, it's different, So I still don't feel like I look the way that I look. Like what I see in the mirror is not what everyone else sees.
Yeah.
There's times I still see the fat guy, which is weird.
All right. Oh, shoot, I just stopped. How big of a role does nutrition play in fitness?
It's so huge. It is pivotal. Like you can't out-train a shitty diet. Let me just put it to you that way. And that's me being completely frank. How many people do you see that go to the gym and still look like a turd?
So many. I can go into the gym right now and point out.
Yeah, and it's because they think they can out-train what they consume, and that's just not the way it is. Most people, I think only 12% of the entire population are metabolically healthy. And so like what that means is like everything's functioning and firing. Your cells are producing ATP. Your liver's functioning and detoxing. Your thyroid is hormones are being converted. Your sex hormones are there. 12 people are metabolically out of the entire population. So we're talking about 88% of the people are not metabolically healthy, and all that's tied into nutrition, supplements, and everything else. So it's a huge part. Huge.
How has fitness helped you mentally and physically?
Fitness has helped me change my approach on doing hard things. Like it's really, really hard to eat correctly, train correctly, stay disciplined, say no, say yes, sleep, do all the things that I'm supposed to do. It's extremely hard. And I think that for me, I think one of the biggest things that I evolved into was doing hard things and not shying away from them.
Okay.
I mean, you've seen it reciprocate in my relationships in life, whether it be friendships, bad friendships, good friendships, marriages, whatever, as well as, business. I mean, today was a 13-hour day from the time we woke up, and we're still going.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I don't shy away from stuff because I know the biggest thing I think mentally is like knowing that putting in hard work, eventually there's going to be there's going to be a payoff. But most people can't handle that delay. And I think that's something I hope that you learn is getting delayed gratification and understanding that concept. Just keep putting in the work every day, and it eventually pays off.
What's one lesson about life or fitness you've tried to pass down to me that really matters to you?
You're in control of your destiny. That new journal I got, I write one page.
Every day?
That's it, one page every day. And the cool part that I think about the analogy is when I finish writing that page and I flip it over, it's up to me to put on that page whatever I want. And your life is no different. So it's like, I want you to understand you can look, feel, do whatever you want to, but it's up to you to write that, to do the work, to fill out that page. And so for me, I think that that's something that has taken me a long time to really wrap my old man head around. But I think when you do that, if you were to understand that, you're in control. You can't control anybody or anything. You can only control your thoughts and your input. Everything else, you just got to navigate around.
Okay. What's one habit outside the gym that you think makes people healthier overall?
Sleep. 100% sleep. I think most people, if they sleep and rest enough, which I don't do enough of, that's the one key marker for longevity that most people overlook.
What does that I don't know, how does sleep affect so much, even though it's people think it's like a small factor?
Because your body is not a machine. As much as we want to say I'm a machine and I'm a robot, I'm going to put my head down, I'm just going to work. Your body has to be able to recuperate. Like you want to grow muscle, you better learn how to rest. You grow muscle when you're resting and you're sleeping, not when you're in the gym. So if you're just going nonstop and not taking enough time to actually recover, and it plays so much into it, your gut health, and gut health's tied into everything. So there is a stomach brain axis, stomach thyroid axis, stomach sex hormone axis, all of those things. And so when you're stressed out and you're going nonstop and not resting, those systems are stressed. So nothing's working. That metabolic health I was just talking about, it's not functioning correctly. Your body's not able to produce enough ATP, which is like the currency that your body uses for energy. It's not there. So if we're not sleeping, and so for me, what I would love to do would set my alarm to go to bed, not when I got to wake up. So I would love to set an alarm at 8 o'clock and be like, peace out, we're going to bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that rarely happens.
Yeah,
so that's just transparency. Like I say these things are incredible, but like life happens and it's never going to be perfect.
I feel like it's hard for you because you just want to work.
It's not work to me though.
Yeah, it's you just enjoy helping people.
I love what I do. Like for me, work isn't work. There's days where it sucks, man, and people drive me a little bananas. Yeah. But for the most part, I love what I do. I know I'm making an impact.
All right, one last one. Do you think discipline is more important than motivation when it comes to fitness?
100%. Because trust me, dude, you're not going to feel like going all the time.
Yeah.
Even, say, for instance, I loved racing motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to race motorcycles now. You do.
I love it.
And so the thing is, the motivation is going to fade at some point.
Mm-hmm.
The discipline and the habit building is what builds consistency and what builds longevity. So if you're disciplined versus motivated, you're definitely going to be able to outlast the person that's looking like motivation is a fart in the wind. It's going to come and go.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be able to push really hard, even when it's inconvenient and uncomfortable. The days that you really are growing the most in a fitness journey, in a fat loss journey, in a muscle growth journey, and just like getting mentally healthy is doing it on the days that you don't want to. There are days you don't want to take out the trash.
Nope.
There are days you don't want to break down boxes in the damn garage, right?
Yep.
And what should happen? You should just
do it anyways.
And if not, it just compounds. So it's just sitting there and it's just piling up. And it's going to be more of a task than if you just did it right then. And so I feel like that's what happens when people lean on motivation versus discipline. You're able to really do the task because you're doing it even when you don't want to. Mm-hmm. Discipline over motivation all day, everything.
So you've used the word longevity a couple of times so far. What does that word mean to you?
So longevity to me is a long life. So long and healthy. I don't want to be a crippled old man. I don't want to be those guys on the mark card at Walmart, you know what I mean, that can't move. And so longevity doesn't necessarily mean live long, but it does mean live long, healthy, and able. So I want to be able to chase your little punk ass grandkids around. I want to be great grandpa. You met your great grandpa, but he was very feeble. Mm-hmm. He didn't take care of himself.
Nope.
Your grandparents, they're all dead. All of them. My mom, your mom's mom, Pop, they're all dead. They did not take care of themselves, and they've missed out on so much. What about with Hayden and Ansley and you and Erica and everybody?
Yeah.
Because they didn't take care of themselves.
Yeah.
So longevity for me is about taking care of yourself, making sure that you're around and healthy so that you can actually enjoy the fruits of your labor. Because you're a pain in my butt some days. I want to at least be able to have my grandkids and spoil them so they can annoy you like you've annoyed me, bro. Like, that's the whole point of it. So that to me is like longevity, being happy, healthy, and living a long life that you're actually able to do things and enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Okay. You got anything else to add?
What do you think the biggest thing that you've seen me do that has impacted you when it comes to like fitness, business, relationships, whatever? What do you think that the things that I've done in my life have made the most impact on you?
Probably just stay consistent, honestly, because no matter what happens, you are always just doing the exact same thing over and over again. And now the things you're like, if you have, something that happens like anything that happens in the day that kind of just offsets, you just still move around them and keep going. That's it. You just persevere through everything.
Sometimes you got to, dude. That's an important lesson, though, because guess what? There's always going to be crap. Mm-hmm. There's never a perfect time. There's never a perfect day. There's never anything, So it's just, I hope that you understand, like, life's going to throw you curveballs. Every moment that you start getting momentum, it's going to try to knock you down. And sometimes you just got to roll with it, dude, because it's going to suck. So,
yeah.
Do you have anything else?
Nope. I did everything.
Well, you guys got to dig into a little bit of me on this episode and what Champ wanted to ask me. I said, hey, dude, you can interview me this time. So I hope that this has been of value. And if you have any questions, you can always hit us up on our Instagram, our YouTube, anywhere that you see this. There is handles to get in touch with us. But we hope that you enjoyed this episode of Built to Endure. Catch you on the next one.